Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the video. It has been confirmed that we're going to be seeing the crew displaying at 1080p and 30 frames per second on both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. So this has actually been told by the actual creative director of the game. And interestingly enough, he actually adds that the PS4 and Xbox One versions won't really differ too much from the PC build either. Basically adding that they're really trying to get parity across all the versions. That's something that's important to us, not to branch out and do individual things on individual platforms. On the PS4 specifically said Reflections on that is doing the PS4 version, and they're doing an incredible job on it. We're using the trackpad to manipulate the map and stuff like that, so it's really pushed 2 or 3 of the same different things here. Now, we're going to be seeing the title Out of Quote actually landing on the PC, the PS4, and Xbox One this autumn, in other words, this year. Now, I have mixed feelings on this whole parity thing, because it sounds great and all, but it also means that if you're the owner of a really high-end PC, you're not going to be really pushing it as far as you could possibly do so. It also means, of course, that the PS4, simply because of higher GPU specs, is also going to be somewhat held back by the Xbox One version. Now, I understand the reasons behind it, just to make sure that all of the titles are, look pretty great and all, but at the same time, I don't necessarily agree with parity. I personally think that each version should be just made to look as good and play as well as it can possibly do with the hardware that's on offer. Now, I understand that can be kind of a controversial approach, because definitely there have been a lot of internet wars, if you will, and I use that in large quotations, of course, but definitely quite a lot of rage that's popped up when you found one version with higher frame rates or higher resolution or better anti-aliasing or better box art, whatever. But that's just kind of part and parcel of console gaming, and it's not really changed much even since the PlayStation 1 and Saturn. I mean, the PlayStation 1 transparencies were just better than the Saturn, and as a Saturn owner initially, I had to just understand that, yeah, the models on Resident Evil didn't look quite as cool as the PlayStation 1 version. That's not to say that the PlayStation 1 had everything better than the Saturn, for example. We had slightly more memory, and you could get them RAM cards. Of course, we had versions like X-Men vs Street Fighter, but yeah, 3D games, you just had to somewhat give it up to the PlayStation. The Saturn could do some tricks to improve this, but in reality, the PlayStation 1 was just a better 3D machine. So I don't necessarily agree with parity, but I can also sympathize and understand, not only from the perspective of the owners of the machines, where obviously they're not getting maybe such a great version, or the studios who just don't necessarily want to deal with the backlash, that I can understand why they do so. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this one. It's a bit of a sticky topic, to be honest, and it always seems to get people's tempers flaring. Anyway, I'm going to let you get going. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.